The following presentation is being brought to you by Sports Plus.
This Sports Plus broadcast is copyrighted by the RSH. Any redistribution, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without express written consent is prohibited.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our beautiful Four Corners Studios here in Los Angeles, California. I'm Pacific, joined by nobody else because Teo is out somewhere getting ready for his game against Texas, and Neb is too busy making burritos at the local burrito spot. Anywho, um, welcome to another episode of Four Corners, and I have a smile on my face as always, but it's a lot to talk about. We have to talk about a lot today, but I'm not gonna waste your time because I ain't gonna lie. Axel did something to the water pipes, and we're not gonna talk about that. We had a little bit of malfunction. I don't know why he put detergent in our water pipes, but they exploded, and we're here now. So, anyways, let's talk about let's talk about the elephants in the room. Am I disconnected? Okay. Okay. Uh, So so I just disconnected, but uh, boy's my placeholder. But we're going to talk about the elephant in the room. That is the Kansas City Royals, and I have a lot to say, but let's get to the chase. The Royals, they started out 2-run record after their first series against the White Sox. And let's hey yo get off the table. See, this is what I keep talking about. Anywho, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Kansas City. 2-1 record after beating the White Sox. They beat the Cubs to go up 3-run, and they have been 0 for 4 since that game. And I mean, yikes. A team that had a lot of upside at the beginning of the season has drastically fell off the face of the earth. They're sitting at third in the AL behind Texas and Toronto. And they have a lot of pieces missing. No Como recently. None of their good players like Joshy, Jeremy, but they have been in a pickle. And they are digging their own grave at this point. They don't have good hitting, nor do they have the pitching. And after last night, I mean, up 3-1, blowing a 3-1 lead to the Texas Rangers. And they end up winning 8-3, by the way. And guess who's on the mound? Mr. Esteemed Moyer, who still claims to this day that he is one of the best pitchers in this league after his infamous 3 Cy Youngs in season 3, 4, and 5. But ever since then, that man's been washed beyond his days. It gets to a point where you can't play hero ball all the time. And I say that every time. As a pitcher, you got to know when to get off. You got to know when enough is enough for you. Because when you try to play hero ball so much, it's going to cost you them games. And we've seen it. I mean, 2 homers allowed, 5 RBIs in 4 innings, and you were up 3-1 with the game in your hands. That's unacceptable. And this is what I don't expect from a pitcher that's so highly regarded in our league. And, a lot of people been asking me, well, Pack, does this change your take on who's the best pitchers of all time? And it actually does. And, I've had conversations. We've seen recent events. I'm going to put this out there. And this may be controversial. And everybody go take this and pick this apart. But me personally, as of now, I think Regum is a better pitcher than Moyer. It's not ridiculous. Compare pitching stats. Moyer has 3 Cy Youngs. Regum has 3 Cy Youngs. Regum has a chip. Moyer has 2. Honestly, the same thing. Regum just came off a damn near putting up 100 strikeouts. Moyer hasn't. We really haven't seen a good pitching season from him for a while. Ever since that season 5 Dodgers team, and y'all know what happened then. But me personally, I think Regam has succeeded and done better on the mound when it actually mattered. I don't care if he gave up 20 RBIs in the season. I don't care if he was, just hogging the mound. He kind of had to. If when you're an ace and you know what you're doing, you gotta kind of have to hog that mound. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. I think I got Regam over Moyer. I know everybody gonna pick me apart for that, but that's just my opinion. Feel me? But I think all in all, at the end of the day, the Kansas situation, they need to get out of that. And that brings me to my next point. Thursday night, baseball tonight. It's back. Y'all been waiting on it for a while. Know we had a little break since the All-Star break and all that shenanigans. By the way, if you haven't seen the season 10 home run derby, I recommend you watch it. I really do. I recommend you watch it on our YouTube at Sports Plus. Make sure you watch it. It was absolute cinema. I love All-Star Weekend, but it was cinema. But yeah. Thursday night baseball, Rangers, Royals. A little bit after this broadcast of Four Corners, I will be commentating. We should expect a different game, a different approach from KC. And since the trade deadline is approaching, there's a lot of moves that I expect a lot of teams to make, but it's not really looking like that. In fact, the trading room has been a little bit quiet. I don't even know what's going on today. I don't know what's going on with these teams, but when you really look at it, a lot of these teams got to be in distress because that ain't looking good for a lot of these teams. I don't know what's going on, but I think kids need to turn it around before they get knocked out of this competition for real, for real. Not to mention they haven't even played Toronto yet, so yikes. Teo nowhere to be found in series and games. Yikes. Anyways, moving on. Let's see. Let's talk about. It's a lot to talk about today. And yeah, let's talk about the NL. A lot of things happen in NL. Nationals on a 3-game winning streak. Congrats to them after starting out as one of the worst teams in the league. Young's appearances have helped this team a little bit. That's something. That's all I like to see. Washington is 4-4 now, still sitting at third in their division, obviously because of Pittsburgh and Chicago, but they're looking to probably establish themselves as that 3 seed. If they can grab the 2 seed, that's muy bueno. But yeah, Washington's doing good. Let's talk about the other elephant in the room. Is Pittsburgh really as good as they seem? And I know what everybody's thinking. Pack. Now they've been beating you in the playoffs, and they own your team, right? Actually, point proven wrong. We know the recent scandals that happened. We know that a lot of people just got banned. Do they really own me though? No. Do I think that I have the edge on them when it comes to games? A little bit. Do I think that they're all that this season? No. They've lost their last 3 or 4 games, right? I think my producer told me this. 3 of their 4 last games, they've lost. They've lost. When they play real competition, Toronto and Chicago, they've lost 3 out of those 4 games. Most recently, they just got they butt handed to them. 7-0. I just threw a complete game shutout. We had 6 homers combined. Can we talk about a back-to-back 4 straight homers from me, Neb, Alex, and Regum? Completely shredding the pitching on the mound. On top of that, they really didn't even get on base. So what I'm hearing is that Pittsburgh is not what everybody's making them out to be. Will I think Pittsburgh's still going to be good, though? Yes. I'm not saying they're going to be but I ain't going to lie. It's fall from grace. Somebody had them at one of their power rankings. I'm just saying that I keep trying to tell you, everything is it's a little ridiculous. I'm just saying Pittsburgh got the one spot, but my third official power ranking will drop this Sunday. I am quite busy this weekend, but yes, we will get that third power ranking out the way. And there's a lot of changes. There's a lot of conversations that need to be had when those power rankings drop. Another thing to mention, I just gotta put this on here. Farewell to Mr. Chris Bryant. You know, he left our premises a couple of days ago, personal reasons. But the Chicago White Sox organization is looking for a new owner. So if any of you guys are watching this stream and you would like to be, you know, the lucky guy that gets a team, I'm just saying I would grab that team because I'm just saying next season, that's an automatic bid. You don't even got to bid for a team. If you got the White Sox, just saying. Maybe you could turn around. Maybe you could pull a con, turn it around. I'm just saying. But yes, that spot is open. And we'll let y'all know who gonna get that spot. But me personally, farewell to Chris though. He did mean a lot to this community. He's not dead. I don't know why I'm saying farewell, but I couldn't even think of another word. But hopefully he's around here soon. We'll see. He is away on leave. And there's somebody talking about exploring the studio. Can we get him up out of there? Security, let's go ahead and get him escorted out the premises. Yeah. Anywho. Now with that being said though, that is a lot to go through. I mean, it's a lot to talk about today. I'm so mad that Nev and Tail aren't here because man, I would love to deliberate with these guys. Uh Nev Nev has been going off lately. I will say I have to put Nev on notice. He's been doing his thing. The long time vet. He was supposed to retire in season 8 with a ring. Unfortunately, that ring got ripped away from us, but I guess. I mean, Nev's been going crazy, man. Gotta keep out for your veterans. All these veterans about to be retired after that. So this is our last run. And I'm surprised that the vet's not showing up. I'm washed. I'm washed, bro. But at the end of the day, I'm still pitching. We still doing fine. It's still a good thing to do. But I mean, yeah, this season 10 has took a wild turn ever since we did that last episode. Y'all remember that last episode? We was doing our power rankings. We was on Stowers talking about his team being trash. Oh no, they doing their job. He took my advice literally. He did his job, bro. I mean, let's see. Let's see. I mean, he went like 4-1 in his last 5. I mean, that's what you want to expect after a guy that's been getting talked on so much. And that's just me. I think Stowers has done a good job in Arlington along with his team, but they do have to get over the strength of their schedule. I mean, losing to Colorado, that's kind of ridiculous though. But then again, Stowers wasn't there. Speaking of Stowers, he's been also making an MVP run. His ERA is high, I will say that, but he is catching icy for homers. 12 homers on the season, second in the league, behind icy for 14. Could possibly tie it tonight. He has the opportunity to do that. I think Stowers is having a breakout season. Me personally, I think he could definitely put himself in contention for a lot of awards. That's if he keeps it up. Obviously, you know, this is just me, but do I want saying Stowers won't go win MVP? Probably not, because like it's just a lot that goes into that if they make a deep playoff run. But yeah, I think Texas is gonna do really good. And I mean, let's see. I think that they just gonna have to get over the strength of schedule because after this, if I'm not mistaken, they play Chicago. I ain't talking about the White Sox. They play the Cubs. That's gonna be a good matchup. Is Stowers going to stand the test of the hottest team in the league? I don't know. We'll find out. But I don't know if my producers want us to go on a quick commercial break. But Uh, anyways, we're just gonna finish it out. My producer said I got two more segments to talk about, and then we gotta get ready for this Texas KC game. The next segment, let's talk about the hottest team in the league. Yes, I'm gonna go on a rant about my team. I know all of you, oh, Pat Glaze's team. Chill out, cause I can't. The hottest team in the league right now, the Chicago Cubs. Never thought I'd be saying these words on the news, on live stream, because we know the Cubs' history in this league has been very, very bad. And I've worked so hard to rewrite history. I mean, we've already done it so much. We've already passed the franchise record in wins in a single season. Hottest team in the league with a 5-game winning streak. What? What else? What else? What else? I'm the most complete game shutouts and best defense in the league. We've only allowed, by far, we have the best defense in the league. We have only allowed 5 runs this entire season. We've played, 9 games. We've only allowed 5 runs. And that just comes from me knowing who to grab. That's just me just having chemistry with my team. I mean, just credit to all my teammates, the fielders, the pitching most definitely. Me and Regum, I think we have the lowest ERAs amongst Cy Young eligible pitchers. I think I have a .55. Regum has like a .61. We have been killing it on defense. And the offense is coming alive at the best time. I mean, Jesus. Last 2 games, we've had 13 runs and only allowed 1 run in that Pirates series. And the series not even over. We still have a Friday game tomorrow. I mean, hey, if this don't say nothing about what the Cubs can possibly do, I'm just saying this team can go a long way, man. And I think it's the right time to do so. I'm so glad I brought this team back, especially because a lot of slander been against this team. And I know Cat, he's been trying to do his job. I think what's right for me is to not only repay him for giving me a team in season 3, or he tried to, but it's just my hometown team. I gotta rock with them. But yeah, if you want to watch the hottest team in the league, Pirates Cubs on Friday at Wrigley Field. I don't know what time that game is, but who knows? We could stay hot. Pirates can extinguish the hot flame. Hey, but the last thing we're gonna mention, and we're not gonna take too much time, because my producers already had to wait because of Axel and that detergent. Do not buy no detergent around Axel. No shade to him, but brother. Last thing let's talk about is the early Cy Young race that I also put out like earlier this week, but lots of questions been raised. Heard a lot of people say that Kansas City be glazing their pictures. Do I think that's true? Yes. Do I think everybody is overdoing it? Yes. I think both sides are like they're picking at each other. People are saying that Josh is gonna win AL Cy Young. I mean, he does have a pretty fair shot at it. Has the lowest ERA in the bunch. But also people talking about J-Rod gonna win it. He also has one of the lowest ERAs. People saying Stowers gonna win it. He has the highest ERA. I don't know. AL race is a little bit tense. Me personally, as of right now, I think if Stowers gets his ERA low, he can probably snag it. That's just me. But it just depends on how everybody else plays. In the NL, mind you, yeah, me, Regum, and presumably Young, once he pitches another game, he has also been on the tear, but he hasn't showed up. Me and Regum might go back and forth for this award. I can't lie. Regum's allowed 3 RBIs. I've allowed 2. He has more strikeouts than me by like 3. We kind of have the same ERA and the same innings pitched. Now, I'm just saying, for me, at this time of my career, and I'm this old, and I've been doing this for so long, I think it might go either way. Regum, he's been tearing things up. I've been also getting my fair share of the pitch. I think if me and him both go split reps and see what we do in the playoffs, it's going to come down to the playoffs. And it's definitely going to come down to who's more efficient on the mound. But hey, let us know what you think about the early Cy Young races. Me personally, I think that it could go a lot of ways for both leagues. I think a lot of awards can definitely change. But we have the hottest team right now, the Cubs. Early Cy Young races. Chris is gone for whatever reason. Is Casey really all that? Is Pittsburgh really all that? Lots of questions that need to be answered. But that's going to be the end of this episode. I know it was a short episode, and I know it was just me blabbering, but y'all get the point, man. I mean, I tried, and I probably was late. Thanks to Axel flooding the studio, and my seat is still wet. By the way, y'all still got my seat wet for whatever reason. I gotta get a. I ain't do all that. I'm just saying I'm sitting in a wet seat right now. But like, yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this Four Corners episode. Like I said, there are all other episodes are on the channel on YouTube. So if you feel the need to come back and watch this one, feel free. And we'll be back later with Texas versus Kansas on Pacific. Have a great night.